2018 was another record-breaking year for the North Carolina Transportation Museum, one we're extremely proud of. For the first time, the museum was listed as one of North Carolina's top 30 museums and attractions. The Polar Express train ride broke an attendance record with nearly 57,000 people taking that trip to the North Pole. The museum created an $18 million impact for Rowan County economically, and the museum set an all-time high visitation record with nearly 147,000 attendees. The year kicked off with a blast of cannon fire, as the museum hosted a special exhibit featuring Blackbeard the Pirate and the associated event Pirate Day. In February, we wined and dined and celebrated a very important anniversary for Winston-Salem-based Piedmont Airlines. That was just ahead of a visit from a very big bunny for Easter Bunny Express. Here's how 2018 got started. Existing museum events like the Tractors and Trains Day Festival and Learning to Fly have been transitioned to include educationally themed days that focus not just on the history of flight or farming, but with career-oriented speakers also focus on the present day and the future of those industries. During the summer months in 2018, the museum also offered new programming, including a railroad boot camp for teens, special reading days for the little ones, and of course, our traditionally successful scouting programs were also offered. Railroading is the history of the North Carolina Transportation Museum, once home to historic Spencer shops. And 2018 was another great year for railroading events. We had historic railroading equipment restored, visiting steam engines, and of course, diesel train rides all year long. Late spring and summertime are the prime times for car shows at the North Carolina Transportation Museum, and one new event this year put a Hollywood twist on the festivities. The museum also expanded its trucking exhibits here in the back shop and made moves to expand even further when it comes to automotive exhibits, as the North Carolina Transportation Museum Foundation purchased a building adjacent to the museum property specifically for automotive maintenance and the display of classic cars. A location the size of the North Carolina Transportation Museum requires constant upkeep, and in 2018 there were several site improvements, including the full restoration of one of this museum's most important features. Our aviation volunteers continued their hard work on the Piedmont Airlines DC-3, and as you can see, the Potomac pacemaker is now nose up. At the height of the summer season, just before July 4th activities, the museum annually takes time to salute true American heroes. 2018 was no different. '18 was a great year for brand new events, and with a 90,000 square foot, 3-story back shop open, the museum was able to give visitors a taste of music and a taste of some amazing craft brews. We also began offering new traveling tours to Raleigh and Richmond, Virginia. All aboard! The museum's biggest events of the year, Day Out with Thomas and the Polar Express train ride, draw thousands upon thousands of visitors, introducing many of them to the museum for the first time. They're also very successful fundraisers that support museum programming and restoration projects year-round. One other thing, they're also a lot of fun.
Go, go, Thomas! Go, go! Number one! Go, go, Thomas! Something good's gonna happen!
Polar Express train ride was again a great success for the museum. A new attendance record in 2018, 56,924 visitors. That means that over 22 nights, nearly 100 performers and staff members served up almost 57,000 cups of hot cocoa and cookies to visitors taking a ride to the North Pole. And we're not done yet. The North Carolina Transportation Museum will continue to grow. We'll have new programs. We'll improve the visitor experience even more for day-to-day visitation. And again, there are big things ahead for this museum that moves you.